Hey, what's going on, guys? I hope you're doing well. Now in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to download and install Metasploitable 2. Now Metasploitable 2 is a vulnerable and it's a virtual machine that you guys can just hack into and play around with and just test the security of it without getting in trouble. Now YouTube, this is for educational purposes only. Please do not strike me. If you guys enjoy this video, please do make sure you guys subscribe. I really appreciate it, and it really helps out a ton. So you guys will not need to have Linux to install Metasploitable 2. I'm going to be using Linux here because I think it's the easiest for me to work with. So this will work on Mac, Windows, and Linux, so it's just up to you. So we will need two different things. You will need to have Virtualbox, and you will need to have Metasploitable 2. And I'll show you guys how to download those in a second. So if you're on Linux here, to install Virtualbox, we can type sudo apt install then Virtualbox. Then you can enter in your sudo password and just press enter. And there we go. Now it may be a little bit quicker for you, it may be a bit slower for you, it depends on your computer speed. Now I already had it installed, so see, it kind of just did its thing here and it's already good to go. So I can press clear here and we will close that. Now if you guys are on Mac or Windows, you guys can head to virtualbox.org. Go ahead and press on download. So we should see here we have for Windows hosts and we have Mac here. So if you guys are on Mac, you would download accordingly, and Windows, you would just click on the Windows here. Now once that's downloaded, you guys should go ahead and go to docs.rapid7.com/metasploit/metasploitable-2. Now guys, these links will be in the description, so you guys do not have to type these out. But once you guys are here, you can choose how you would like to download it. I'm going to go with the top one here, information.rapid7.com. And we'll just go ahead and press on download here. And we'll just give this our second or two. Alright, so now once you guys have that downloaded here, we are ready to install this. So I would recommend that you guys create a folder somewhere on your computer so you guys can easily store your virtual machines. Just for productivity, so you can, maybe if you want to get rid of something, you can delete that VM, or maybe you can just put it in, and it just really helps out a bunch. And so I already have mine ready, so I'll CD into it here. So it's documents/VMs. Alright. And so this is where I stored my Metasploitable Linux. So now we have to unzip this. So if you're on Mac or Windows, you guys can just extract it like you normally would. But since I'm on Linux here, I gotta do things a little bit different. So we'll type sudo, we'll do unzip, and then we'll slap in the name there, and enter in your sudo password. And let's just give this a second here. Alright, perfect. Now we can clear our screen. And I'm going to delete the zip file here, because I'm no longer going to be needing that. And so if you try to CD into this here, see, we got permission denied. So this is an issue here, it's a permission error on Linux. It shouldn't happen on Mac, but if you guys are on, so we can change this by typing sudo chown, so sudo chown-r, and then your username here for your account. And then we'll do a colon here. And then you do your username once more. Then we're going to do the path to the file here. So mine's in ~documents/vms/metasploitable. Go ahead and press enter. And we'll clear a screen. And so now if we try to CD into it here, yeah, we can now see what we have here. Perfect. And so now we can go ahead and close that. So now we're going to go ahead and we'll go ahead and open up our Virtualbox here. Let's give that a second here to load. Then we can go ahead and press on new. And so the name here, why don't we just give this here, call it Metasploitable 2. Okay. And for the type, we're going to click on Linux here. And instead of Oracle Linux, we're going to select other Linux, and it's going to be 64-bit. Oops, that's 32-bit. Okay, there we go. And so we'll go ahead and press on next. We can forget about the ISO for now. And the memory here, I'm going to give mine 1 GB. So that's 1024 megabytes of RAM here. And the processor, I'm going to go with just 1 CPU. It's good enough. And press next. And right here on the virtual hard disk, we're going to press on use an existing external hard disk. Now we'll go ahead and click on the folder here. So now we can go ahead, we'll go up to where it says add here, we'll click there, and we'll go down to where we stored our virtual machines. So mine is under documents/VMs and Metasploitable 2. And we'll go ahead and we'll choose our Metasploitable.vmdk. So we'll press open. Then we should be able to select it here. We can double click that and we can press on next. And there we go. We could go ahead and press finish. But now what we have here is we want to expose our virtual machine as its own like IP address. So we want it to be its own like target. So that way when we're trying to target it, we're not targeting ourselves. Because right now the way that Virtualbox has it is that the IP of the virtual machine is the IP of our computer. So if we go to attack the virtual machine, we're going to have to attack ourselves, and that's not really good. So we can go ahead and we'll press on settings here. Let's give it a second here to load. Oh, it actually appeared on the other monitor. My bad. There we go. Okay, and we'll go down to right where it says network, and right here, make sure enable network adapter is clicked, and we want it to say here as a bridged adapter. And then you can go ahead and choose your network adapter. I'm going to go with Ethernet 0 because I'm plugged in with Ethernet. If you guys are using wireless, you can go ahead and use WLAN or whatever the name of your card is. And when you guys are ready, go ahead and press OK. And now we can launch this here. So we go ahead and press up the start there. And once again, it's on the other monitor. Alright, here we go. So it's starting our machine. So let's just give this a second here. So now we should be able to be prompted here. It says Metasploitable login. And so we'll click here, we'll press on capture. And now the default login of our machine here is just MSF, then admin. No spaces or anything. And same for the password here. So we should be logged in. Now if we type, who am I? Yes, yeah, I'm MSF admin. So we'll clear here. And now the next part is really important. We want to get the IP of our machine. So we can type ifconfig. So ifconfig. Go ahead and press enter here. And we can see that it's 192.168.12.137. Alright. So that's very good. And now our machine here is connected and it is properly set up. So I am going to scan it here. And we're going to see what's vulnerable on it. So let's go ahead and we'll open up a window here. Now this part here, you will need to have Linux, either a virtual machine or something like that. And so since the IP of the machine here is 137, we can go ahead and type sudo nmap, and we'll enter in our machine's IP. Okay, that's 12.137. Alright, go ahead and press enter. And actually, why don't we'll scan for a service versions here. So we'll add in the SV at the end. So let's go ahead, we'll just give this a minute or two to scan and we can see what's up with it. Alright, and it looks like our scan here is complete. And so we got quite a bit of details here. See, like it has FTPs, got some telnet, and all different things. Now most of these here are vulnerable, and you are able to use these exploits here with Metasploit. So this is like a great way to just test your knowledge and just have a little fun with the machine without getting in trouble or anything like that. So if you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure to like and subscribe as it really helps out a ton. And I'll see you guys all later.